Fuck Devils. J-Dawg back, man. Some more goddamn questions. Got nothing but goddamn old-ass order questions left. So how interesting it's going to be. So we'll see how good these are. From Skankbanger216. I don't know why you had a user ID, but not, I don't know. Printed these out ages ago. I said, do you know if you will be restocking the band Deathstrike? That's a Dawg question, but I mean, if it's available, I don't see why not. We had them semi-released recently, the fucking Death CD. You know, it's funny because I got to ask Paul Speckman about that. Get down to the bottom of that. Is between Master, Deathstrike, and who's the other one? But they all had like the same songs. You're like, what are you doing, dude? Like, what was the point of that? Like, technically, like, who's the original band? In my mind, it's Master, because out of all that Paul Speckman shit, my favorite thing, when the first time it was released, was called Unreleased 1985 album. It was released by Displeased Records. That's what I have, is just that big pile of skulls. And in recent times, we might even have some in stock. I think it was Extreme Music that put it out, those digipacks. What do you call it? Just 85 demo or unreleased 85 demo, unreleased demo, something like that. We had them super recently, but I might have pulled the last one or so. Check the goddamn site. That's the best thing Paul Speckman's ever done, by goddamn far. Like the next best thing would be the Master self-titled album, but dude, that 85 demo album, that's by far the goddamn best. And all the other stuff, the Abomination and Deathstrike and Funeral Bitch and all that shit, it was good. But it was a lot of repeat songs, especially Pay to Die. And what was the other one they all did a lot? I don't think it was Unknown Soldier, but it was just like I'm legitimately confused. Like, why did you keep starting a new band? And yeah, I'll be honest, it's a Metal Archive search away. And that's not even that. I was always 100% accurate. It's like, oh, the date on that tape's not right. Just like there's the argument. Nobody gives a straight goddamn answer. Who had their demo tape out first? Possess, 1984 demo, or Mantis, Death by Metal demo? Because technically speaking, whoever had that out first is the one that had in my opinion, a death metal demo out first. Because, in my opinion, Mantis, which is Death Bubbles, until they changed their name, the first two demos under the name Mantis. The Death by Metal demo, 1984, in my opinion, that is the first death metal recording in all of existence. And then the first death metal album, studio album, in my goddamn humble ass opinion, is Possess Seven Churches. But again, so what I was getting at is, like, which one's first? Is it Master? Is it Deathstrike? I don't even goddamn fucking know. It's a Metal Archive search away, but that's what I was getting at with the Possess and stuff. Because people argue about that. I was like, well, isn't there just a date? Like, and I think I even asked Pantera that in my interview, and he didn't remember. Now, to his defense, it's 41 guys. It's literally older than I am. Like, no, I don't remember the exact month. But you figure somebody would. Somebody in the band would, or somebody would know. But even then, that doesn't fully answer it, because it's like, let's just say they're like, it was June. Okay. Was the Mantis Death by Metal demo, was that before June then? You'd have to get their side too, and somebody that for sure concrete fucking knows. Not that it's that important of an all-in-all life situation at the end of the day. Does it really fucking matter? But nonetheless, just talking shop. There's that, but nonetheless, Deathstrike, yeah, we've had the CDs, one of the pressings, I think two of them at the same time, because we had to mark which label it was, like fairly recently, this year. So, yeah, I'd imagine Dawg will get a restock. That's his department, as long as they're available from whoever we got them from. Also, does Evil Incarnate come on vinyl? I mean, be a little bit more specific, homeboy. If you know your goddamn Hell's Headbangers history, Evil Incarnate, Blackest Hymns of God's Disgrace, their debut full-length album, that is the first 12-inch vinyl release Hell's Headbangers ever fucking put out. Didn't know that, did you? First 100 come on a red-black splatter vinyl. Dawg owns it, of course. Over 20 years ago. Like, literally, some of you watching this weren't even alive yet. And that's just crazy, because, I mean, I'm not going to lie, that does seem like a while ago. But, I just literally let you know how old you goddamn are. How old the goddamn Dawg's getting, right? But because the first vinyl release we did was a 7-inch. It was the Nunslaughter Sentinix split 7-inch. But the first 12-inch was Evil Carnate, Black as Him. So if you're asking about that, obviously that's long gone. And then years later, we did Blood of the Saints, which is my favorite, goddammit. The 2 demos on CD. That was their first release. It was originally put out by Deathgasm, I believe. The original pressing CD. We did that on vinyl, but that was probably 10 years ago. I mean, it was much, much later after Black as Hymns. But I think about 10 years ago seems about right. Give or take a few years. Maybe 12 years, maybe 8 years, something like that. Shit all blurs together to me. Because literally my last 20 years of my life has been Groundhog Day. So I don't know that guy's going back to Possessed. He doesn't know the month. I don't know my years and shit either. But I mean, we've also put in like tons and tons of releases out, and it just blurs together. It's not because it's nothing like that. It's just like let's say you're at some type of factory job, and every day is kind of the same. And they're like, yeah, do you remember when you ran this job or whatever? Let's just say it was a big job. You remember, like, well, I remember running it, but dude, I've been in here 20 years, and this shit just all runs together. You know, it's just all go nonstop, and you're just doing the same thing over and over. So it all blurs together. So, and then as far as anything else available, if you're asking just anything Evil Incarnate, I don't think we have anything in vinyl on stock. The last couple albums, I thought the last album, I thought it came on vinyl. We had some, but if they're not basically, the thing is, too, whenever people ask me this shit, I get kind of a chuckle, but I try not to give a sarcastic fucking answer because you don't want to scare a customer away. But I almost want to give a sarcastic answer because it's like, kind of like, what answer do you expect? Like, dude, this is a business. We're not holding out on you. Because I ask all the time. I even do it to friends. Do you have this in stock? What does the website say? I mean, dude, just search Evil Incarnate. Everything that comes up, that's what we have in stock. It's not like we don't want to sell it. Like some guys, can you check the corner? What corner do you think it's sitting in? Yeah, there's some stuff, don't get me wrong. Inventory's off because someone miscounted, something got sent out wrong, theft. That's a thing. When people are like, you didn't hold my item? Dude, we don't have a bin for anybody when you place your order, like the pre-order. Like, let's say you pre-ordered one of the new Portal albums, represses that we did. And those are out now, by the way, in shipping, the 3 Portal records that we repressed. Nice as hell looking, too, especially the colors. But let's say you ordered that. For starters, it quacks me up Marduk style when somebody orders, and it literally said, dude, I get every day when those are late, for not just Portal, I'm talking about all pre-orders, this has gone on for years. It says, your entire order, right next to the title, in the fucking link, your entire order will ship May 27th. That's what it said, whatever the date is, right? Yeah, hey, bro. And they're emailing me like April 16th. Bro, I placed an order 2 weeks ago. I'm wondering, I didn't get a shipping number. When do you think it's going to ship? I literally, I'm not replying to something so, it's like, dude, it's literally clear as fucking day. It says it in the title. The fucking title. Not even, you don't even have to click on it and read the description. It's in the fucking title link. You can't miss it. Like a blind man could fucking see it. And I get asked that all the time. All I do, I don't give a smart ass answer. I don't reply. I just copy and paste the entire Portal Vexavoid 12-inch LP. Your entire order will ship. The entire link. I just copy and paste it. Paste. Reply. Oh shit! Every time without fail. Oh shit! My bad. I didn't see that. Every time. But and same with that. But the guys that do see it too. Let's say they ordered a Portal LP and like 6 other items in the distro, right? There's times, okay, 2 months later, say place it 2 months ahead of time, those other items ship with it. Those items don't ship separately. That's why it says your entire order. If you want those to ship separately, place a separate order, because when you place an order, it calculates your postage with everything. It goes by weights. There isn't this, can you squeeze in another CD without the postage goes up? Dude, it goes up by every 1 ounce. What post office do you go to? Like, I've known this shit since I was like 10 years old, licking a stamp, sending to grandma. Like, what do you mean? You don't know that? How do you not know that? How do you get by in life? So it ships together, right? Well, sometimes when the pre-orders come in, those other items are gone. How they go? You mean you didn't hold it for me? What do you think? We pulled each individual one and put it off in a dusty corner? How many dusty corners around here do you think we fucking got? No, it sits on a goddamn shelf, and then those orders all move in when the pre-orders come in. But with miscounts, fuck-ups, could be a dog fuck-up, even shipped out the wrong item or whatever, and so it throws off the inventory, or flat-out theft, which I know that goes on in vending, and Easy-E miscounting fucking inventory and shit, which I know he fucks that up at shows, vending, which to his defense is it's easy to fuck up because it gets hectic as shit. Granted, the method he's supposed to be using on the fly, it'd be less fucked up, but still, it still wouldn't be a perfect system. There'd still be some errors. However, that's how inventory gets off. But it's just, so sometimes, 6 months to a year down the line, oh shit, we got this Pantera Ultra Black Blood just sitting here. I know this ain't on the site. Of course, it's always the dog that finds it, because no other fucking goddamn T-boner around here can figure this shit out. I'm like, god damn, how much do you not know your fucking metal? One guy, I'm not even going to fucking say, it's like, dude, this is literally your favorite fucking band, one of them, and he does the fucking pull. How do you not see this it's been sitting there for like 2 years? How do I see it? And I'm like, well, I don't know if it's not on the site. Dude, it's one copy by something you damn well know is going to sell in like that in seconds. It's like common fucking sense, dude. So until I catch it, it sits there and collects dust. But something like an Evil Incarnate Black as Hymns of God's Disgrace that came out 25 fucking years ago, whatever the fuck it was, it's definitely over 20. No, we don't have any in stock. Because people will ask that. And it's like, again, if it's not on the site, we don't have it. Unless a fuck up like that. But that's don't get your hopes up and email me, oh, you got this. I heard site fuck. That's a rare thing. And I can guarantee it's not the item you care about. It's probably some junk-ass Russian black metal you never heard of that you don't care about. That's what's left over. Yay. Okay, yeah, shit you didn't need. But if we have it, it's on the site. We're not holding out on you. We want to sell it. So yeah, it's for the site. Search Evil Incarnate. If it's not in there, we don't have it. Would you ever consider having an open house night at the warehouse to shop? We talking about Dead by Dawg, brah. Just had it this June 20th, the day before. The next one will be July 31st. During the day, Friday, July 31st, 2026. You got a year's goddamn notice. Well, it ain't quite a year. It's pretty goddamn close, homeboy. You ain't marking your count. The second you're hearing this, Mr. Skankbanger, you ain't walking over. You probably don't have a visible calendar because you use these dumbass phones like everybody. You ain't walking. You mean you have a wall calendar? I sure fucking do. Big boy calendar. Write on it all the goddamn time. That's why I get shit done. That's why I don't fucking forget. These stupid ass fucking, fuck these phones, dude. Old school's the goddamn way to go. Mark your fucking calendar. Literally, Dead by Dawg. Have your 2026 calendar. You have a 2026 calendar? I don't yet, but I will by November for sure. Always have it by goddamn Black Friday. The big boy goddamn desk calendar. And I pin it up on the wall. Literally, yes. Well, Dead by Dawg. So that way when that dumbass fucking, Jenny, your cousin Jenny's getting married that you don't give a fuck about. I haven't seen Jenny in 5 years. She's getting married August 1st. All right, so make sure you plan, Billy. Fuck you, Jenny. I'm going to Dead by Dawg, August 1st. I knew a year in advance. You have that written on there. And then guess what? The day before is Baxter's Ohio Death Fest. That's on him. Don't ask me about bands and shit. I don't know. Hit up Baxter. It's his show. Just the day before, goddammit. But during the day before the show, just like this past one, we'll do a Hell's Open warehouse store. You know what I mean? But just a random, a Thursday night, hey, open house shop. No, because think about it, who's going to come to that? I mean, even if 10 people came out, people are coming to the Dead by Dawg because they're coming to the show, and I'm doing that to help, so give them more of a reason to make a trip, because people, it's not these Cleveland fucking posers that come to the goddamn Dead by Dawg, it's the people that are coming out of town. That way, give them something else to do. You're in the town, you can check out the goddamn warehouse, hang out, shop, etc. If this is a random hoagie ass fucking Thursday, number one, nobody's coming out to that. Number two, let me ask you, skank banger, when you're done fucking flipping burgers during the goddamn day, your 9 to 5 burger flipping job, do you want to stay in the evening for something? Well, no, of course not. Well, why the fuck do you think I do? Why do I want to stay in a random evening just to host some goddamn hoagies? I don't. So, hence, no, we're not just throwing a random day. And again, I actually would host some random hoagies if I knew 100 people are coming and shopping. But again, that's not fucking happening. But nonetheless, problems taken care of. Then the very next one, mark your calendar, skank banger, because I know you ain't doing it. I know, but first off, go out and get one. July 31st, 2026, on a Friday, Bubbles. Google the address. Hell's Headbangers is the Valley City address, the only Valley City address that'll pop up. You mean this is you, dog? Yep, sure is. come out to the goddamn warehouse. It'll probably be, well, I mean, it's too early to say, but I'm sure it's not even too early. It's going to be the same goddamn thing as this past one. It's going to be noon to fucking 4 or 5, and then you go head over to goddamn Baxter Show. That'll be at the Mercury in Lakewood, Ohio, and then go home. I mean, go to your hotel or whatever, rest on up, and Dead by Dog, August 1st on a Saturday at the Mercury, same club, Lakewood, Ohio. I'm going to try to have the show start at 2 o'clock this year, 2 p.m. for a couple reasons. Number one, I got 8 bands, so 1 additional band. Number two, this past one, I had the doors at 4, but people were showing up anyway, so like easily at 2 o'clock. And coming in because they want to hang and shit, and I get it. And number 3, have the show maybe start a pinch earlier. Because, dude, during Attic and shit, people are leaving. You know what kills me about these fucking goddamn hoagies is all these fucking years, especially before that wimpy ass, sissy ass, pussy ass, sniffle fucking virus that I wasn't even scared of. Literally the day they shut shit down, I'm like, over some bullshit? I mean, unless it's the movie Outbreak, the monkey fucking plague, maybe then, but even then, fuck it, I'll walk around this and fucking tough it out, take my chances. But none the goddamn less. Even then, I wasn't goddamn fucking scared. And, the fuck was I saying? God damn it, what the fuck was I getting at? Talking about the Dead by Dog coming out, just draw a huge goddamn blank. Yeah, I don't fucking remember, but whatever. Yeah, I was completely forgot what the fuck I was talking about. Draw a complete goddamn blank. The shop, most of all, just want to thank you for turning me on to bands like Totalitarian. Roughness and toughness right there, brah. Evil Incarnate, Abysmal Lord, and Deranged. Yep. I look forward to your 6 a.m. video every day. I listen to the cut off there, homeboy. Should have sent me a separate email. Kind of pissed. I forgot what the fuck I was saying. I was on a good goddamn rant, too. But if it comes back to me, I guess I'll jump back into it. But we're running low on time. I'll make this last goddamn one. It's from some fucking bun, too, in order. Lauren Harley. Hey, J-Dog, order question. Would you do a Dead by Dog 3 in Europe if Dead by Dog 2 is successful enough? Also, what do you think of the band Cerebral Fix? Never listened to Cerebral Fix. Is that one of those goddamn $20 blowjob bands? If so, all that shit is just fine. I never heard a band on that label that I thought sucked. It was just, when I listened to them, I'm like, oh, this is 90s death metal trying to be rehashed, which I can appreciate that, because that is my preferred style of music as a whole. Is what I like. As far as, when I say preferred style, it seems that I tend to like the most amount of bands from any one subgenre. Would be probably the late 80s, early 90s death metal scene. Do whatever the fuck you will with that information. However, so all these newer bands coming out, I think Cerebral Fix is one of them. There's Cerebral somebody. Fetid was another one. Again, I have nothing against those bands. It's just, realistically speaking, by fucking 1995, that style was getting way overdone. It started getting spiced up around the late 90s when they were trying to turn the intensity, the brutality on. You know, again, credit is given where credit is due. I mean, Devourment was one of them, molested, decapitated, aborted with their fucking purity of perversion. I mean, severe torture was kind of, I guess they'd fall in that category, but at the same time, to me, it was just kind of a cannibal worship band in a good way. But nothing got any less. But the 95 and stuff, that whole fucking, there's a lot of those demo bands from the brutal death metal scene in the early 90s where it's even like, you listen to that, you're like, oh, no wonder I never heard this band, because they did like 2 demos and you finally hear it now, you're like, it's very okay. It's no wonder they went nowhere. Now, there are some gems out there that sometimes you overlook. Well, no, you didn't overlook. You just didn't hear about it. It's really obscure shit. But what I'm getting at is, like, there were so many essentials that by 1994, 1995, that style was kind of like, it's cleared. You beat that video game. You beat that video game so many goddamn times. Why are you clearing it again? Go on to something new. So when they're bringing the style back, it's, again, I can appreciate that, but it's like, This was old by 1994. Not old in a sense I'm burning out this music. It's like, it just can't, it's been done again and 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 again. And all the predecessors were generally speaking better. Like, again, take the first 2 Gorefest albums, throw them in that category. The early Sinister albums. Like, you ain't beating that shit. Nobody on 20 Buck Blowjob is better than that. And again, I wouldn't be able to start a band that style either that's better than that. The Cannibals, you know what I mean? Gorephobia, Morbidus Pathology, you know what I mean? The shit that was all coming on, all the killer fucking crap of the early 90s of the death metal scene. So it's kind of like, I didn't really check that stuff out. I answer your Dead by Dawg Europe. I mean, I tried it for the goddamn Netherlands. So realistically speaking, never say never. I'm not against it. Obviously, I try to do it. But the thing is I'm not, again, there's a possibility. Even Dead by Dawg 2 is wildly successful. Let's say the club sells out. And that's not on the realm of possibility this time, just so you know. Because the Mercury, it holds 600 people. And with the DOG, we sold 402 tickets the first, this past one, 402 tickets. Well, number one, the second one, just by default, will probably be more successful. And number 2, Denial of God is more popular than Attic is, and that's who my headlining band is. And they've never been in the States. So anybody with any brain cells, if you live in the States and if you like Denial of God quite a bit, or you're a super fan, you're an idiot if you don't fucking come. So I'm not saying it's going to sell out, but I wouldn't be shocked. And let's just say it does, sells out, right? There's, even with that, which I'd be successful for me, and at that point I would actually have made money on that. Will I definitely do a third one? There's no definites, because it's not, the goal isn't, it's like, of course I want to make, it'd be nice to make some money. I don't want to lose money, but it's more so, do I want to do it? And based off what I want to do, if I want to do it, is there like shit that's kind of worth me bringing that I want to see, or that's kind of cool? I'm not interested in bringing, okay, let's grab Toxic Holocaust, Dark Funeral as your overseas band, Incantation, Immolation, and let's throw on some goddamn fucking, I don't know, who's a Florida band? Let's throw on some fucking Monstrosity. Did you notice I used all bands that I like, so I can be completely unbiased? That to me is like, oh, if that was a Cleveland show, oh, I guess if it's a Friday or Saturday, I'll go. If that's a Monday night, are you going, dog? Maybe to say hi to Joel and give him a high five and a fist bump. Other than that, probably not. Why not, dog? This shit comes through all the time, man. Those are all touring bands. I don't see the point when any of these fests, not going to say any names, it's easy to figure out who, when they end up like, we got so-and-so, and it's a big name, 2 stipulations, I'm like, why are you like flashing that like that's Flash or that's boner material? 2 things when I see that. Let's say it's a band I like. They tour all the time. You're going to see them within 3 to 4 years. Even some of the overseas ones. How is that a perk? You're going to see them in your own fucking state within 3 to 4 years. They tour all the time. If it's a touring band, don't add them on a fest. That's my recommendation. If you want to run a good fest, in my opinion, why? It's not, again, some of those bands are some of my favorites. If fucking Maryland Death Fest was to add on Cannibal Corpse, am I like, fuck yeah, Cannibal's on there? I'm thinking, wow, that was a waste of money. Maryland pretty much sells out for the most part as is. They had to pay them a big band. Who the fuck hasn't seen Cannibal? And let's just say you haven't. Wait 2 years, you will. They'll come to your own backyard. Like, what are you talking about? Why would you want to add that to your fest? There's no point. Fests are for bring bands that you're never going to fucking see, or very rarely. No more. The absolute most you will see the band that you're bringing to this fest in that area is at most once every 10 years. That is who you bring, in my goddamn opinion. So it's either they'll add a touring band who's really good, but it's like, that was a waste. Or they'll add on a band where it's like, is anybody on this planet care about seeing that band? Just throw out an unbiased name, Creator. And they've been throwing out fest names, I'm sure. Well, why are you putting big logo Creator? Like that's something to brag about. My dick went like this. Flaccid as fuck. Who the fuck wants to see Creator? Rule of thumb is, do not add bands that big bands like legendary bands like Creator, Destruction, Sodom, that type of shit, big band bands, do not add that to a fest if they have not put out a good record in 30 years. That's I'm being fucking generous as fuck is that. You haven't put, why the hell would I want to go see someone that hasn't put out a good record in 30 years? Because, they're only playing oldies, dog. Here's the thing, though, dude. How many original guys are there? Especially the singer. What does that mean, dog? It means, okay, it's not even going to sound the same. A lot of times you go there, it's a different singer and shit. I'm like, this sounds nothing like they're playing the good album songs, but this sounds nothing like they sound. It's different guys, everything. So it's like, why are you excited to see this? I'm not. That's the biggest, I don't even go. If Creator was to play Cleveland tomorrow and I got free tickets, I wouldn't even go. Either they're like, we're playing All Pleasure to Kill and Terrible Certainty and whatever the fucking first album's called. The first goddamn record. If the first, that's all they're playing. Would you go, dog? No. No, because it doesn't sound the same as back then. And mainly kind of that, to be honest with you. Because you can't, like, all right, I know all the songs and I like the songs, but it's not going to sound the same. So 30 years, that's being generous. I didn't say the last 10 years or so. Again, that's why I never went to go see Slayer. Not to be that snob. That last thing I like is fucking Rain and Blood. I don't give a fuck if you like their entire catalog. If you do, go see fucking shitty Slayer then. That's fine. Me, personally, the last ththing I like is Rain and Blood. So when I started going to shows in 98, even at 98, gonna go see Slayer, dog? No. The band hasn't done anything good at that time, 12 years, that I like. No. Why would I go? But now, you can see it all the time. Again, I'm not going to mention any names because I don't need to pull up anybody's skirt. Just look at the fest. When they had that, I'm like, well, why are you at like that's bragging rights. That was, oh man, you kind of turned it up the list a little bit. Like, who's watching that? Who? So that's my general thumb. Touring band, if they're actively touring, do not add them to your fest. And if they have not put out a good goddamn record in 30 fucking years, do not add them to your goddamn fest. You can do what you want, sure, but this guy ain't adding them onto his fucking fest. So what I'm getting at is, when there's the shit's left over and stuff that I like, it's got to be bands that say yes, not inverteds and shit that never reply. I'm still pretty goddamn certain those guys are dead in jail. Still never heard back from. Maybe I won't do a third one because it's like, okay, here's a handful of cool shit that I want to get. Nobody got back to me, or they got back to me and they can't do it. Like I asked Hemorrhage for the Netherlands. Basically, I don't know, can't do it. We'll know by December. Oh, December, I need to know before that, man. What the fuck? So it's like, that ain't going to work. And that's cool. It's all no hard feelings. Thanks for getting back. But there's things like, it's out of my control. Yeah, I would like to get them, like to bring them, but they won't know this is December. That's too goddamn late. I need to know before that. So there's not even that's another reason why I got to come out to Dead by Dog to each one. You got to come out because it's not. This isn't like I'm doing it like it's a Maryland Death Fest. It's definite. I'm doing it every year, annual for sure. In your face, motherfucker. This may be the very last one, or it may be I do it then and then I don't do another one for another 5 years. It's not set in stone. I'm just seeing how things go, who gets back to me, what I'm kind of feeling on my end of what I like to do. But the European, based on trying to do this last one, I would say it's unlikely, but never say never. If something was to come up, I would say what is more likely to happen if somebody was to throw a cool ass fucking fest/show over there, and if I was invited out, and if it was a bunch of bands I liked, and if they like said, hey, we'll pay for your, even if they just say play for your flights and your tickets, but we want you to like interview the bands and stuff and make an appearance, I would consider something like that, and that has been slightly offered twice. There wasn't anything direct. There was never a direct offer. Anything came up, but it was talked about on their end. People have talked to me about, wait, would you be interested? And I'm like, well, you send me what you're thinking, that type of thing. But nothing of extreme interest, I guess, on either end came up. But if it did, there's like 6 or 7 bands I really want to see that I never seen because they're overseas and they don't come to the States. And they're paying for my travel, and I'm just going in there and hey, interviews are booked because hey, they want their investment, so they scheduled interviews. Yeah, I might show up to something like that. So I think it's more likely something like that. that I would make my way out there to Europe. But as far as me putting it on, again, never say never, but it just seems unlikely based on just the amount of shucking and jiving I got on replies for trying to do this past one in Holland. I tried, but and again, I said it was unlikely again because I know everybody's a fucking knob and everybody's unreliable. You'll get one or two that are pretty solid, and then the rest, everybody else fucking sucks. So that's what you got to go with. So that's on them, dude. I tried. Come to search you got my scans in the morning, and don't forget them goddamn Painskeys. It's dry as fuck. Get them in, Bubbles. Later, goddamn it.